Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Manuel, Delta Lima 2 Mike Alpha November, still unshaved. We need to talk a little bit about uSDX's license. I think there's a lot of misunderstandings and why we did certain things and why things are as they are. Okay. uSDX is under CC BY ND license. This means Creative Commons license. You can use it for free, even commercially. You can sell it, no problem at all. You need to give credits. This means you need to mention the source. Where did you get it from? In this case, me, my page. And D stands for no derivatives. This means you are not allowed to change it. That's the thing here. And that's the problem that happened with this nano-rig company. They simply took my design, changed it, and thought it was okay. Why can't we allow that? Well, the answer to that is also simple. We want to provide a certain standard for the customer. This is why uSDX was created, because we had the experience before that uSDX got out of hands. Chinese companies took my schematics, built their own designs out of it, and sell them under our brand name uSDX. Now suddenly there was a lot of uSDX users that bought just a Chinese rig. We had no control over the components they used, and still people were expecting us to support them, which cannot be provided by all means. This is impossible. So we said, okay, in order to provide a certain level of support for people, we need to standardize hardware. And this is why we chose the CC BY ND licenses. You are not allowed to change the hardware. And if you change the hardware, you're out. You're in license violation. That's the thing here. So let's talk a little bit about the suppliers of those rigs. In theory and in practice, everybody who feels to do so can offer uSDX kits or rigs, doesn't matter, as long as nothing is changed. Now, why there's only one recommended supplier, which is Sunny, which is doing a great job, by the way. The reason is she's the only one that made it through the approval procedure. She sent us kits and rigs. We've tested them, and we can guarantee they are okay. And we know she will handle any complaints in a way that is how we would like it to be dealt with. This is the only one you can, the only supplier. Sunny is the only supplier you can rely on, that in case anything goes wrong, you can also write us and we will take care of it for you. We will get in contact with Sunny and it will be dealt with. This is the guarantee, basically. Yeah. All the others might not be bad. I mean, the attack today came from a Chinese company, nano-rig, but not all Chinese companies are bad, because Sunny is a parade example of how things can be done. We are proud that we have found her. We are really thankful that we have found her. She found us. And from day one, she did nothing but treat us fairly. Every problem she saw, she came in advance to us and asked, hey, could this be a problem? On the other side, there's European companies that treated us like crap from day one. They tried to trick us into stuff we didn't want. So they didn't get our support anymore. I get it that many of you want US suppliers or European suppliers, but Chinese is not Chinese and European is not European and US is not US. It's an individual thing. And in Sunny, we trust. That's the thing here. And the other company, just let me give you a little background information. I asked Sunny, because I trust her so much, to get in to figure out who this company is. that produced those nano rigs. She got in contact with them and they played the dumb game. Basically the same thing I would expect they would play with me when I contact them there directly. So I thought, let's get a native Chinese, get in contact with another native Chinese, and maybe that will be a little bit different. Yeah, well, didn't play out that well. She contacted them and said them what was the issue with the offer, asked them to remove it, and basically they played dumb. They played on time. They wanted to get in contact with me and discuss that directly with me because they didn't believe that Sunny was acting in my order, basically. And well, we said, okay, let's give them 3 days. And what happened was they flooded the market with that BS rig. They knew exactly that we were not in agreement with what they were doing. Yet they put it to the market. And just to let you know, dear Mr. Nanorig, Mrs. Nanorig, I don't know who you are, but your rigs have been identified in our serial number pool. You will be locked out. Your rigs will not get any support from us. That's the one thing. And the other thing, because of you, because of guys like you, greedy guys like you, we will change the registration system. So it will no longer be possible to register serial numbers, new serial numbers for any company. You need to get access to that. Sunny will have and remain access to that. She's the only one right now by default that can create new serial numbers. All the others, if you're a group buy supplier, you will get support, but you will need to contact us before that. And if you don't like that, say thanks to Nanorig, okay? So I hope I could make clear a little bit what was going on behind the scenes and why I react like I react, why we do things like we do. And keep in mind, we are doing all this in our free time. We don't get money that Sunny is making or anybody else is making. We're doing this on a voluntary basis just for the ham spirit, you know? And then you get some players like this Nanorig company that simply don't play along the rules and don't respect the designers like us. And then I get angry. I hope for your understanding. Cheers, friends. 73.